So it's been around 6 months since the beginning of my helium mining journey. There's been ups and downs, and really now it's running on auto. I haven't really changed too much. I've covered a lot of the topics with issues related to helium mining in general, but I wanted to talk about the first 6 months of results and compare it versus what I expected at the beginning. It's a little interesting just to see how things have changed a bit and what I still think of helium miners as a potential investment. I went ahead and pulled up the old Excel model that I created after the first 7 days of running my miner. I had projected out a 187% yearly ROI, or break even around 7 months. That was based on a price of around $24 back in August. You can see these dates. The first day that I started the miner, we're very close to a full 6-month period. After updating the numbers along with what I see as kind of the average daily amount that I'm making now, I have a new updated yearly ROI of 117%, or break even around 11 months. I did add that cost for a new antenna mount. The total upfront cost is around $610, and the current price of HNT is around $31. So we have seen some appreciation. I mean, we did see HNT around $50 at one point when Bitcoin was trading much higher. If you overlay the price changes in Bitcoin versus helium, you see a very direct correlation. Whatever Bitcoin is doing, it's going to move the markets. But the total actual profit that we've seen is $390 through 6 months. If we look at the number of hotspots, which is around 553,000, and the online percentage, which is around 80%, that makes it around 438,000 online hotspots that are getting helium. If I compare that versus when I wrote an article back in December, there's around 320,000 online hotspots. So the number of hotspots continues to grow at a pretty good pace, which actually makes me surprised that my earnings per day on average is around the same as January. Even though I've seen an increase in hotspots for the overall network, my earnings for January and February have actually been pretty consistent, around 0.05 to 0.06 per day. The other good news is that on the secondary market, such as eBay, we see that we can resell the Bobcat miner for $800, $600, $700, which is above the purchase price that we had of around $530. So even if we ever wanted to get out of helium mining, as of now, we could resell the miner on a secondary market and recoup all of the costs that we had and a little bit extra from buying it. So in the current environment, we're making around $50 per month from the helium mining, not really doing too much. The yearly ROI is still above 100%, which is still ridiculous. If you compare it to the traditional markets of 10% per year, something like the S&P 500, anything above 30%, I'm still going to be interested in helium mining. If the price of helium continues to go back up to its recent highs of 50, now we're talking about $75 per month, it does come down a lot to the price. And if that can continue to go up, if Bitcoin does drive the markets higher, that's good for all helium miners out there. So let's all hope that Bitcoin goes back up to that $60,000 range. It's also good to see is that the Helium network is growing with the number of partnerships that they've announced as they grow the utility of the token itself. Partnerships with Canada's Xtelia, which is an Internet of Things company, and by partnering with Helium, that just exposes the Helium network to all the devices that are on the Xtelia network, which if I go to their website, on the main page, they're talking about their network, which has around 750,000 LoRa messages per day, over 800 sensor types. So obviously partnering with this company should help Helium in terms of utility. They also announced a partnership with N-Wave, which is more about smart parking sensors and being able to track whether cars are in spots, whether they're not. Another use case for Helium and another partnership. And if you're a helium miner, you should be cheering on any partnership you see with Helium and any other company. We had those big announcements with Dish. Every single partnership helps because it does increase the utility of the token. Therefore, it should put pressure on the demand side and increase the price of helium, which once again helps us. But yeah, that's my little earnings update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, as well as consider subscribing to Main Street Wolf, where we talk cryptocurrency, investing, anything to do with money. Thanks guys for watching, and have a great day.